obviously, I was a little nervous. This is the first time I do an interview into another time zone.
Ah, right.
Yeah, that's it. And first of all, I had very less sources to look for details about your band, except your homepage. And I was always wondering, I know, never ask a band, oh, okay, smoking is allowed, never ask a band about the meaning of the band name. So I just Googled Sarah. And my guess at that point is you're referring to the name of the moon with Faces of Sarah. Is that right?
It's not. No,
it's not. Damn.
That's interesting, but no, it's not that.
Okay, please enlighten me.
Of course, yeah. I got the name from a book I was reading a few years ago about demonic possession. Okay.
Okay.
And there was this real real life case in America of this woman that had something called MPD, multiple personality disorder. And she basically had 24 different personalities, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a court case with her and some other guy. And then when she was actually, standing trial for something, her voice changed about, 24 different times, and 24 different personalities would come out of this of this one woman's voice, of body,
Jesus.
And so at that moment in time, with the very first lineup the band ever had, we had a real mix match. We had a goth, we had this really cool black jazz bass player, an electro drummer, me, and we were a mixed bag. So I kind of thought, the different personalities in one band fits perfectly. So it could tie in with the book I was reading, The Faces of Sarah.
Cool. Okay. Do you consider yourselves a dark band because the way it's produced, the way it's mixed, the way it's spread around the world? I presume you to be part of the gothic rock scene, or at least what's left of it, especially here in Germany. There's not that much gothic rock. It's more and more electronic stuff. Do you consider yourself a dark band, a black band?
I think I consider ourselves a dark band. I think when we first started out, it was very much more of a traditional goth band, we tried maybe like Fields of the Nephilim kind of, Is the Mercy of the Mission, but I kind of realised even back then that it's no good just to keep copying those same bands all the time. Too many bands sound like them, and I don't think that's very helpful. So we always try to, dark lyrically, dark musically, but not replicating those, even though good bands, but good bands from the 80s. As you say, nowadays it's more electro, isn't it? Everyone's into that kind of thing, which is considered goth, and to me that's really weird. I don't get it, but yeah, we are dark, more dark alternative, I would say.
So rock and roll will never die?
No,
of course not.
No.
Yeah, you had pretty decent partners in your career since you started in 1999 already.
Yeah, that's right.
I discovered you over my girlfriend, Diana.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You remember?
I remember.
You remember? That's great.
Of course.
She will be in Witten too, of course.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Brilliant. I hope she likes her birthday message.
Yeah, that's it. You were the first one. I wrote these emails to everyone, and you were the first one to react. Half an hour later. Something like that.
There you go.
Just thought for myself, Nick must be a really cool guy. So, you started back in 1999, and you had duets and geeks together with Killian Camera and Heart of Lilith, Incubus Succubus.
Succubus, yeah.
Yeah. What happened to you? You don't have a freaking Wikipedia entry. What's wrong? What went wrong?
Do we not? We don't have one.
You don't have, but you can. You have 3 albums, 1 EP. Maybe I missed one.
I didn't know we didn't have one of those. We need to get that sorted.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get my manager onto that. He should be doing that already.
Okay. So all you guys out there being able to write English, help improve the Wikipedia stats of the Faces of Sarah.
Definitely.
It's a really foolish question these days, but do you do this for living or do you do this for fun?
Well, it's an attempt to do it for a living, but it's too hard, to nowadays, especially nowadays. In the days of downloads and everything, you can't earn any money for a living releasing a CD anymore. You've got to get out there and play. So, the aim is, obviously at some point, to do less and less normal work and do the music.
Yep.
Even though it is fun and very enjoyable, and obviously, we take it very, very seriously when that's what we're doing,
Yep. Is it easier to do things for fun, or is there more stress? Is there more things you think about when you say, "Hey, let's make some money with this," which is totally okay in my opinion.
Mm.
Does it get worse? Does it get more difficult when you think, "Okay, let's do this like professionals"?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. If you just look at it for, it's hard to say really, but if you look at it just for fun, it's hard to take it so seriously. I mean, if I was just doing this for fun, I would sing for a covers band, singing other people's songs, and have some fun and quite possibly enjoy it, even though this is something I personally would never want to do, because I like to sing my own songs. But the minute you're writing your own music, singing your own songs, all of a sudden it's, it's serious, because you're writing about your experiences and you're creating your own thing. So even though it's enjoyable to do gigs and to record, of course you've got to take it very seriously.
You do have a SoundCloud channel for on your own for Nick Schultz, where we did a pretty damn good cover of Love Song by The Cure.
You like that?
I liked it. I heard it. I liked it. I'm a subscriber.
Nice one.
Tell us about that. About your own.
Okay. Well, that's I got my own kind of studio with my little iPad, and I was always very reliant on working with guitar players all the time, but I found a way that I can write with myself and do exactly what I want to do, rather than kind of being dictated to from a guitar player how I should sing and what ideas I should come up with. So now I write all my music on the iPad, and a lot of those songs I put on SoundCloud, they're just demos, which at one point, for the last EP, it worked exactly the same way. I wrote all the songs, on my own, gave it to the band, similar quality that was on SoundCloud, and then we turn them into real songs. But I try to be diverse, not just in one, it's all the lyrics are dark, pretty much, but I try to be quite diverse musically. I don't just want to do the same, as I said earlier, the same kind of thing all the time.
I see. Because when you're doing rock music like you do with the Faces of Sarah, at one point when you're in the mood for jazz or something like that, that's not that good for the fan community, I suppose.
No. You know what? That's going to be really unhelpful for a jazz to listen to that.
Okay. What do you expect from Germany?
Oh wow! I mean, we really can't wait. I know quite a lot of bands that have gone to play in Germany, and they said it's simply the best place for this kind of music, certainly, that you can ever go to.
Okay.
For one reason or another, in all the years, we never quite managed to get to Germany. We came close a few times, but then we'd have a lineup change or some bloody disaster or some record company problem, and it never happened. So all the other bands that I've done have gone there and said, "Nick, you've got to go to Germany." It's kind of like the new home for goth rock music, from what I'm told.
It is.
Whereas it may have started here in England and the UK and with the Sisters and the Mission, but certainly from the festivals that I see and the stories I'm told, it's all about Germany now. You're nothing if you haven't played in Germany. So we absolutely cannot wait to go there and play.
Okay.
Would you say that's true nowadays for in Germany? It's kind of the place, more so for goth rock music and that kind of thing, than it is certainly in the UK. It's very, very small in the UK now.
Perfect. You just took my next question, because we all know Gothic started in the UK, but I remember from my band, that's this band since 2010, we thought about letting it publish into UK and other European countries, and everybody was like, UK, there's not that great audience in the UK for goth music. No, really not?
There isn't.
Sad to hear that.
I mean, it's a shame. I mean, I've got my own, I could be wrong, but again, kind of what I said earlier, I personally think it's because the bands here, they never grew. They never grew. They were good bands, don't get me wrong, but they sound like either Sisters of Mercy, Fields of the Nephilim, or The Mission. They're good at doing it, but they sound, for my ears, too similar. Whereas all those bands I just mentioned were inspired by, I know The Mission were inspired by Led Zeppelin, for example. They did their own thing. The Sisters were into Motorhead and Iggy Pop and stuff like that. And they did their own kind of, version of those bands in a dark sense. Whereas I think a lot of the UK bands a lot of the singers especially, I think they sound very much like Carl McCoy and Andrew Eldridge. And more power to them. But for me, I would never feel comfortable doing that because they're really great. Carl McCoy and Andrew Eldridge. You don't need another 20 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Andrew is now in Hamburg.
Oh, is he really? Okay.
Last time I heard, he's living in Hamburg.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, there you go. He's found home.
Yeah, and we're still waiting for that fourth Sisters of Mist album, but that's another story.
Yeah, the last one was in 1990, wasn't it, or something? I mean,
Many
years ago.
Vision thing. It was 1990.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
And Summer is announced since 2003 or something like that.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's 12 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah, man.
So, what's a German dark rock band or goth rock band where we would say this band has personality? Would you say this is interesting? I like that. These guys are great. Let's do some name dropping. Yeah, you.
What kind of band do I like?
Yeah.
What in the goth rock scene?
Yeah. Let's start in Germany and then tell whatever you like.
What German bands do I like?
Yeah, please.
German bands that I like. I really like Steel Patient. I like them. We played with them at Sacrosanct last year, and I got quite friendly with Andy, the singer. I think they're a really good band. I don't listen to as much of that kind of music as I should. An obvious one, even though it's not really gothic, is Rammstein. I'm a big fan of Rammstein, but everyone likes Rammstein.
Everybody loves Rammstein. The whole world loves Rammstein.
Yes. And I just think it's really funny when I've gone to see Rammstein in the UK, that us English, we're too lazy to learn other languages. So we all try and sing along in German to Rammstein and get it wrong. Probably don't even know what we're singing about, but they're an incredible band. I love them. Yeah, no, not when I saw them. They sang one song in English, and that was Depeche Mode cover, Stripped, I think it was.
Stripped.
Yeah, but I prefer the guy when he sings in English, German, to be honest.
Yeah,
you know?
it was quite a controversy here because the video clip was this montage of old Leni Riefenstahl films that also made propaganda movies for the Nazis. So except there was nothing Nazi related in there,
Right.
they took it down. It went on Index. You're not allowed to see it until you're an adult. So
Really?
everybody, MTV, Viva, and so on kicked it out. Yeah, well.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, doesn't afflict the song either. Yeah, Germany is very overregulated. I also like bands like Heroes de Silencio, and we compared Spanish live videos and German live videos, and Dainera and me especially were always a little ashamed when we see the German audience and say, "Man, move, do something, please."
I know what you're saying. Yeah. It's the same here. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is in Northern Westfalen over there, but I'm very excited.
Yeah.
What the audience will be there. What you expect from the German audience, which is cliched to be very polite and maybe not that rock and rollish as it can be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of under the impression when gigs abroad, the audiences were like more wilder actually than in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, when we played in Slovakia and Hungary, two of those, I remember they were quite crazy. So I kind of imagine the Germans audience to be similar to this. Or is it more of a listening audience? Do they just stand there and listen, or what? I don't know what to expect really.
The problem is in Germany, since we have so much bands, we have to be entertained. First you have to, okay, mostly the time it is, you have to give something to us, so we give something back to you.
Okay.
That's the deal.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a fair deal. That's a good deal. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Very excited.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got a few tricks up our sleeves. Hopefully, we'll get them moving.
Yeah,
you know?
then no problem. Okay, so I hope I didn't make you as afraid as I could have about the German audiences. No, it's always great to have new bands here. We have lots of bands in Germany. That's right. But you coming over here, yeah, that's our chance to meet you. That's your chance to meet us, and I think it's gonna be a great night. We'll be there.
Lovely, brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, can't wait.
So thanks very much for this video.
Hey, anytime.
And we see each other.